Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Amatarasu Riddle Star. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually been here. Let me... Full screening actually makes it a bit weird. Give me 1 second. Where the hell is my mouse? Yeah, full screening actually makes the thing weird there, so I guess I'm not gonna be going full screen. But yeah, I actually forgot about this game, about the name of this game, since the last time I played, but I was watching my older videos, like the last episode of what happened here, so I can sorta at least give you guys a last episode recap. So in the last episode, what happened was we met up with Miu in the library, and we see her with glasses, and she seems to want to talk to us even though she was reading a book and we were also reading a book, right? And yeah, that was like the first maybe 15 minutes of the video, and the next part is where, you know, the meat and bones of what happened was, and it's about that girl, what was her name called again? Sakura? No, I don't think it's Sakura. What was her name? Kokoro. It was when Kokoro actually wanted to have an event because she was reading manga or whatever. And yeah, she wanted to make a sports festival because the main character and the rival seems to be seems to get closer after the stupid festival. And then Ire, right? Was the one who decided to hold the festival. And yeah, we were fighting mostly Kokoro's team along with our own team, I guess. And the main contributor was actually Miu and us, I guess. So we won at the end. And then at the end though, there was also like a big monster cat looking thing, and we had to calm it down by doing some sort of weird catnip thing. Not gonna lie, that part I didn't watch until the very end, so I don't know what the hell happened, but I know that we were using like a weird tree to try to make it go away from the school, I think, because I believe it was trying to destroy the school. But yeah, that was a very weird story. But here we are, back again with this new episode of this game. Do tell me if the game audio is a bit too loud. I do think that, you know, because I'm not using my usual setup, a lot of the things that are going on with the audio is probably not going to be correct. I haven't even watched my latest video for Kagurashi Renai. I really should, just to see if the mixing is fine. Because, let's be real, for you guys on Patreon, you guys on Patreon don't really talk to me that much. And this won't be on YouTube until, I don't know, a year after this actually got recorded. But okay, let me continue on this game. We finally made it to school. So yeah, I believe this is just the next day after that sports festival day.
Yeah, my rival. Ohayo. 今日もいい天気だね.
Do you guys see the mouse cursor, by the way? I don't really want to see the mouse cursor for you guys. There we go. Should be good.
いい天気だね.
The voices for the characters are a bit low, so I'm gonna try to lower the BGM, but still have the voices maxed out, and then maybe do that for the sound effects.
おや、体の節々がちょっと硬くなってるみたいじゃないか?
Or maybe the sound is only low for me, not for you guys, but hopefully it's balanced very well now. I'll take a look at the video after this, after I'm done with the recording session.
なんか筋肉痛みたいだよ.
それはいけない。 さあ僕のダンスを見て顔筋をリラックスさせるんだ。顔はエナジーの源。顔筋を緩めれば体の筋肉も一緒に緩んでくれるんだぞ。はあはあちょいグッモーニーボンジュールグーテンモルゲボンジャルナ。さあリラックスリラックスリラックスな。
God, this guy is an idiot.
わーい、見てるだけで全身が和んでくる。
This is bad. I'm feeling tired just looking at him. Better to ignore it. I've also been watching the Swan Song videos again because Atari Heart, right? Sorry if I messed up your name, but because of your comments, I've been rewatching and trying to remember what the hell happened in that game. And I realized that I was so monotonous when I was trying to voice act the narration. It feels like it wasn't really flowing that well, I think. I feel it's a lot more natural nowadays, at least I hope so. It has been 5 years after all.
はーい、皆さんおはようございます。
Yamane sensei came in and the homeroom began.
皆さん全員いますね。実は今日はなんとですね。
Is there something happening today as well?
今日はですね。
Today there's... She fell asleep. And one of the big things, this is something that I want to mention, is that Takaya is someone that adapts very well, I think. Because after what's going on with the whole fantasy setting, he seems to be adapting and getting bored very easily, even though a lot of the stuff that are happening is, you know, very weird. It's like he always craves for something new every single day. And I don't think that's a very, what's the word? Very healthy mentality, way of thinking.
先生、起きてください。ユーディットさん、おはようございます。先生、まだホームルーム中ですから。わかりました。今日はですね。
What's with today?
特に何もなく普通の一日です。
What? Why'd you keep implying otherwise?
昨日いきなり体育祭なんてしたから、また何があるのかと思っちゃうよね。
Oh. I think the mic is actually picking up the like wind. So give me a sec, guys. I think I should change the mic to not the headset mic, but there we go, the RTX voice. Okay, this should be much better. I do apologize because when I was changing the settings and stuff, a lot of the things that are going on with OBS got changed too. Well, it's not because I was changing the settings, I was just replugging my like dongle, and OBS seems to like change the settings and shit. So I was using the dongle again for the wireless transceiver or receiver for the headset, but it seems that the RTX voice was reducing a lot of the actual, you know, like wind noises. So this should sound much better compared to how it was before. My bad.
それでは皆さん、今日のホームルームは終わりです。
Even though I thought something was going to happen, homeroom ended without a hitch. Well, even if it's a normal day, we have the Duchess for first period.
普 不思議な先生の授業が普通になっちゃったんだね。
Yeah, until recently, I never would have thought a day like this would ever come. Outside the window, a dumpling-like blimp in the shape of a pink baby pig oinked along, flying right below the clouds as I spoke. That's the Duchess? It was a truly bizarre sight. My desert of a life filled with boredom had completely changed. But if these days are going to continue, what's going to happen in the future? I can't even imagine it.
あ、そうだ。たっくん、みゆちゃん。なに？ゆあちゃん。今日の放課後って何か用事ある？
I still think my favorite is most likely still Yua. So I'm gonna try to get her route. Well, technically speaking, if I can choose Miyu again, she's still my favorite. I was you know, seeing my older videos like I said, and I thought that, damn, yeah, I still like this girl. No, I don't have anything planned for now.
私も。それじゃあ今日の放課後また探検に出かけようよね。いいでしょ？大丈夫だよ。はーい。ねえ、たっくんは？
Well, alright. I don't have anything else to do. My muscles are still sore though, so let's not go off too far.
やったー。今日はどんなことがあるのかな。楽しみだ。
Sorry about that.
楽しみだね。
Senoritas.
あ、先生来ちゃったね。この話はまた後でね。次の休み時間に。
Alright, we'll talk later. Now that I think about it, we haven't had a normal modern literature class yet. Is this really okay? I mean, I don't know. And sure enough, instead of a proper class, the Duchess's pointless bits of trivia and bad jokes came flying at us. For today's lesson, instead of talking about grammatical gender, we end up talking about girls. Grammatical gender? What? What the heck is grammatical gender?
チョベリバー、チョバチョブ、ホワイトキックって感じ。
チョベリバー、チョバチョブ、ホワイトキックって感じ。
What kind of girls are we talking about? Do Gyarus talk like that? And after morning classes were over, lunchtime naturally followed. Are these classes really okay? I don't really like studying either, but I'm starting to get a little worried.
テストとかどうなっちゃうのか不安だね。お弁当。今日はたっくんの好きな卵焼きいっぱい作ってきたよって。
You're gonna get cholesterol, you know.
どうしたの二人とも。そんなに難しい顔して。
Yeah, don't eat too many eggs, guys. Once a day's okay. No, it's nothing. Thanks for lunch. Are we going up to the roof again?
そうだな。たまには気分を変えて中庭とか。二人ともどこかいいところある？
If Miyu's fine with the courtyard, then I'm fine too.
私は堂本くんやゆあちゃんたちと一緒ならどこでも。もう二人ともどこでもって木の上でもいいの？
Wouldn't mind. I wanted up like you that one time you climbed a tree and couldn't get down.
何を言ってるの？そんなことなかったよ、たっくん。私も木の上でもいいよ。
Yeah, I believe she can jump pretty high. Ooh, sorry about that.
みゆちゃんまで木の上はなし。中庭にしよう。ほら早く二人とも。
Seeing Yua lead us on, trying to hide her embarrassed red face, Miyu and I couldn't help but look at each other and laugh. I'm so much further from the monitor, so it's actually a lot harder for me to take a look at the text. I'm going to buy something from the vending machine for a second.
私もそういえば自販機で変なジュースが売ってるって聞いたよ。本当？どんなのなんだろう。
All three of us decided to head to the vending machine to see what was up. This is super healthy. I don't think that's an XD face. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. 100% sour grape juice. Tasty and healthful. You'll be sure to pucker up. Is this that weird juice you were talking about?
なんか面白そうだね。飲んでみよっと。
I don't really mind sour stuff. You bought it right away. Oh, you bought it right away. Opened the can with a pop and took a drink.
うい、本当に酸っぱい。美味しくないよ。たっくんあげる。
Oh, was it that bad? It looked like it was unpopular with the other students soon. I wonder how bad it is. Huh? It's not that terrible. Actually, it's kinda good. You wanna try too, Miu?
じゃあ少し。
I feel like Miu is not gonna like it. Are our taste buds really weird?
たっくん舌おかしいんじゃないの？みゆちゃんダメだよ、そんなの飲んじゃ。
So it's okay for me to drink it?
ほんとおいしい。あれ？おかしいな。やっぱりおいしくないよ。二人とも舌がおかしいよ。
I don't think it's bad enough to scrunch up your face like that, though.
先輩方、どうしたんですか？
Oh, it's just you, Midori.
高谷先輩、その言い方はひどいです。
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
先輩にとって僕はその程度の女だったんですね。
Yes? Yeah, I'm really sorry.
なんて嘘です。
Give me a break.
それでユア先輩が渋い顔をしたりしていましたけど、何かありました？
I swear, the character design in this game is so weird, dude. If she didn't have those big bazooka... I was gonna say bazooka, but then I realized that, you know, usually I don't call them bazookas. Bahonkadonks? I don't know what you call those. Yeah, if she didn't have those, her body proportions would have been so much better. Oh, we just bought this juice, but she's not really happy with the flavor.
どれどれ？なんかあれな味ですね。健康第一な味と言いますか、健康になるのも大変ですねと言いますか。そうかな。
Oh, I'm supposed to say that too, really? Miu and I looked at each other and tilted our head in unison. Heads.
たっくんとみゆちゃんっていろいろ似てるよね。そうですよね。この前も二人っきりになって鉢植えを育てるのが好きとか楽しげに話してましたし。
I think that was in the library, the one that I talked about in the episode recap.
たっくんとみゆちゃん二人で楽しいことしてたの？ずるいよ。二人っきりで楽しいことしてましたよ。高谷先輩とみゆ先輩の周囲には固有結界が展開されてました。
Oh my god, they actually said that too. I was gonna say, did the localization mess up in saying reality marble? But no, Koyu Kekkai is exactly what they said on Fate's Day Night.
ずっと 全く見向きもせず。
You. Who are you trying to fool?
完全に2人だけの熱い世界が出来上がっていました。好きとか好みのタイプとか。
And they're kind of pushing Mew a bit hard, huh? I mean, I still like Mew, of course, but I didn't realize that they were pushing Mew this much to the character, you know, to the player.
こういう結界？好きってもしかして2人って違うよ、そんなことないので、たまたまだってにゃ。
Wait. Mew, you're acting too perturbed, so just calm down. You're gonna make things even more complicated and make your ears pop out.
ごめんなさい。耳？
No, it's a private matter.
そうですか。
Wait, never mind that. She was talking about the time I went to the library without you, Yua.
好きとか好みのタイプって？食べ物の話だよ。お豆腐が好きとか。
Seriously, Midori, please don't try to cause misunderstandings.
すみません。高谷先輩もみゆ先輩も反応が大きくて楽しかったものでつい。そんなに反応大きいかな。みゆ先輩、顔真っ赤にして可愛いですね。
I feel like that's just her
何
default
もなか
state.
ったんですか？何もなかったでござりましょう。みゆちゃん語尾が変だよ。
She shook and shivered like a rabbit being targeted by a hawk. Well, I mean, she really is a rabbit.
そういうことだったんだね。そういえばマドリちゃんはどこか行こうとしてたかな。引き止めちゃってたらごめんね。今から茶道部で昼食を取ろうかと。部長の分も作ってきましたので。
President? I think that's the rabbit Kagetsu.
兄貴のお弁当まで作ってるんだね。そうだ。ねえ、私たちも一緒に行ってもいいかな。
Right, we call him Aniki.
そうですね。いいですよ。ねえ、たっくんもみゆちゃんもいいでしょ？堂本くんが大丈夫なら私は大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, I don't mind.
よし、じゃあみんなでお邪魔するね。
Weren't we gonna go on an outing or something?
はい、どうぞ。
The four of us, including Midori, headed to the tea ceremony club. Hey bro, sorry to intrude. Do I say Aniki before? I think that whenever I see bro, I'm just gonna say Aniki.
おう、よく来たなお前ら。
Sorry for coming with so many people, Aniki. This game is so stupid.
おう、気にするな。茶席ってのは人が来てなんぼだからな。まあ20人程度ならどんと来いといったところだな。
さすが兄貴、太っ腹だね。
褒めても茶ぐらいしか出ねえぞ。今から出すからちょっと待ってな。
Aniki went over to where the tea kettle was, and with a short and stubby hand, he dexterously began to prepare tea. In a nice sunny spot in the veranda, I and Yamane-sensei were taking a nap. Have the two of them confused this for the napping club?
部長、これお弁当です。
おう、いつもすまねえな。
Carrot salad, glazed carrots, simmered carrots. You must really love carrots. Other than that, I don't actually even know what rabbits eat. I guess they eat grass?
ごっくり私も人参サラダいっぱい持ってきたから召し上がれ。いやありがとう。
I swear, Miyu's face is always red, dude. After that, everyone unveiled their own lunches and ate while drinking the tea that Anike had made.
花月さんのお茶美味しいです。ええ、僕はまだお茶を立てることができませんので参考になります。お茶の作法など少し覚えることが多くて。作法？まずお茶碗をいろんな方向から見て、それからほうきの赤ちゃんみたいなのでシャコシャコやるんだよね。それで結構なお手前ですって言ってぐるーぐるーってお茶碗を3回回して、あれ順番これでよかったっけ。
That doesn't sound right.
こんなもん好きなように入れて好きなように飲めばいいんだよ。作法云々はそれからだ。茶の言ったのは手順の暗記大会じゃねえんだからよ。
Anki Taikai. Although he said that, Anike's tea brewing skills were obviously perfect, even to an amateur, and that's exactly why he was so persuasive. Crap, I got caught up in his charisma. I've gotten pretty used to the way things are now.
みんな来てたのか。おはよう。
Morning, Ai. You're always going to be sleepy during the day if you keep walking around so late.
私はちゃんと寝てるよ。夜の睡眠と昼の睡眠は別枠なのさ。甘いものは別腹みたいだね。でもこの卵焼きは甘くないけどね。
Ah, you! I was saving those eggs.
おい、男が食い物でうだうだ言うもんじゃねえぜ。女がうまそうに食ってるのを見りゃ自分も腹が膨れるってもんだろうが。ほれ、お嬢ちゃん、人参たーんと食いな。
What the fuck? I'm not gonna be happy if it's of a woman that I don't like.
はい、ありがとうございます。美味しいですか？西洋人参とは違う香川産の東洋人参ですが、とっても美味しいです。月の人参と比べて甘みが控えめで。好き？いえ、なんでも。
好きか。さすがの俺も月の魔力には勝てねえ。月の人参た想像するだけで耳が引くつきやがるぜ。
とても美味しいんですよ。
After that, Miu and Anki started to discuss various carrot-related topics, such as delicious carrot recipes, or how kids these days surprisingly don't hate carrots. You know, that's true. A lot of my nieces don't actually eat vegetables, but most of them actually do eat carrots. I guess carrots, unlike, the green veggies, they at least look a lot more appetizing. And they're not really bitter, right? Or, I don't know, I don't really consider vegetables to be bitter, but a lot of my nieces seem to say that they're bitter. Carrots are at least decently sweet, There is a tinge of sweetness in carrots. We then left the club room after finishing up our lunch.
また来るね、兄貴。
おう、また来いよな。
先生、歩きながら寝たら危ないですよ。よだれが。
Huh. Where did Midori go?
ああ、 確かに来てないな。まだ部室にいんのかもな。
This gonna be a choice? Is she tidying something up? We did come here all of a sudden. You and Mio, sorry. I'm going to help clean up, so you go on ahead.
じゃあ私も手伝う。
Oh, no choice.
私も。
Okay. No, I don't think it'll take that long. And the next class is gym. You girls need time to change, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine with just me.
おお、なかなかの男気じゃねえか。その生きたぜ、高谷。
そっか。じゃあ先戻ってるね。ありがとう。ありがとう。それじゃあまた後でね。
After parting with you and Mio, I went back to the club room alone. Now then, Midori is... Going inside, I could see Midori standing in the middle of the room with her back facing me.
ですね。僕もそう思います。確かに。
She's talking to herself? She's talking to someone. Is she on the phone? I don't want to eavesdrop. Guess I'll wait outside for a bit. With that thought in mind, I turn around, but... The floor creaked and Midori turned towards me. Hey, sorry. Were you on the phone? Didn't mean to bother you.
いえ。お気になさらず。
She seemed to be somewhat at a loss. Was that something I shouldn't have overheard?
先輩、お戻りになったのでは？
Well, I thought you were cleaning up after us since we came over all of a sudden. So that's why I came back.
優しいんですね、先輩。でも、特に片付けるものはないので大丈夫ですよ。
Really? That's good. Then let's go back to class. You'll get in trouble too, Midori, if we don't hurry.
ええ。では、ご一緒させていただきますね。
Midori and I left the club room and headed to the school building. But I had let my guard down. I had no idea what being alone with Midori entailed. What? Hey, Midori. Nah. Everyone's looking our way. Midori does seem like the popular type. She was alone with an upperclassman. That would stand out even under normal circumstances. However, that being the case, the person in question was... Midori!
どうかしましたか、高谷先輩。
She using her boobs again on me? What's wrong? I mean, people are going to misunderstand.
一体何の勘違いでしょうか。僕、全然わかりません。
For some reason, she was clinging to my arm, and her upper body was pushing against me. No, like hell for some reason. She's definitely trying to post something. Do we get a CG? Her chest is pressed against my arm. Ugh. Her big, soft pillows are wrapping around my arm and rubbing it up and down. I shouldn't think about it. That's exactly what she wants me to do. Ugh. Look, the first year classrooms are over there. Shouldn't you get going?
おっと、アクシデント発生。なんと、ハッタマドリは教室の場所を忘れてしまったようです。
Right, that's
とい
her
うわけ
name.
で、先
Hatta.
輩が案内してくださいな。
Why you? Arisu senpai? Who's that? Yukishiro senpai? Who's that? I think Arisu is Yua. Yukishiro, I'm not too sure. That might be Miyu's last name. Why did it end up like this? Never mind 3 timing. I haven't done any 1 timing yet.
嘘。高谷先輩、浮気してたんですか？
You! Why are you pretending to cry?
ひどい。 あれだけ僕に情熱的な言葉をささやいてたのに、同じ言葉をあの人にもあの人にもあの人やあの人やあの人にまで言ってたなんて。
Hey, don't say it so loud. Now I think I'm six timing. Ah, I haven't been cheating at all. I'm not even going out with anyone in the first place.
先輩、僕とは遊びだったんですか？あの時は激しく僕本気にしてたのに。
So stupid. This is so typical harem, dude. There'll be like jealous people talking shit about us or being in a harem situation. Reminded me of Happy Mahar back in the day. It's so stupid. All the gazes centered on me became wreathed in flame. How did it come to this?
どうします先輩、責任取りますか？
What? I'll take that responsibility on. So stupid. I'm actually gonna say this because I don't like how smug she is, you know? I'll take that responsibility on. After I gave her a non-committal answer, Midori was wide-eyed for some reason. What's wrong, Midori?
いえ。
But then she went back to her usual smug smile.
本気にしました？冗談ですよ。
Is that so? I was also joking, you know.
僕は今唐突に教室の場所を思い出しましたので失礼します。
Giving an audacious grin, Midori left me and walked back to her class. Damn her. I'll remember this. So stupid. Ugh. I should hurry and get out of here too. I'm still gonna try to get Yua though, for my first route. After the day's classes were over, Yua, Miyu, and I were walking home from school. Hey Yua, where do you want to explore today?
そうだな。特に考えてはいないけど。
Really? Then do you want to go to the shopping district again? I'd really like to go back to Griffin and Noble's.
たっくん？
What's with the strange look? Did I say something weird?
たっくんなんか積極的だなって思って。
Huh. What does that mean? Oh well, I wasn't trying to be. Ah, that's right. Remembering Griffin and Noble's, I stopped and opened up my bag. Sorry. Could we meet up later?
何か忘れ物しちゃった？
I guess a book I'm supposed to bring back? I might have left the book I borrowed from the library in the classroom. That book is really heavy and carrying around will be a pain. So I want to take it home first.
もうしょうがないな。それじゃあ1時間後にこの前の待ち合わせ場所で集合ってのはどう？いいよ。
Got it. I'll try not to be too late. Oh, I'll try not to be late.
遅れたらパフェおごってね。星型の杏仁豆腐が乗ったスターパフェね。
I'll try to make sure it doesn't come to that. Later. I mean, a parfait is not that expensive, I think. Maybe 1,000 yen. I left you and Mio for the time being and headed back to the school. 1,000 yen is probably about $7 in today's currency. A few dozen minutes later, maybe I was a little early. There's still some time till we're supposed to meet up. I had returned home, changed into my casual clothes, and headed to where we promised to meet. Oh, that's... Miu was already there, and I could catch a glimpse of a pocket watch hanging from her neck. Hey, Miu! But right as I tried to call out to her... Three boorish-looking men surrounded Miu. Hmm? Are they trying to pick her up? It's like something from an old manga.
ごめんなさい。私、人を待ってて。
You know, I guess being like a pretty girl would be a bit annoying sometimes, huh? When you get picked up like this. Being a guy myself, I don't think I've ever had a girl talk to me so casually before. Even though I don't think, you know, I look pretty good myself, right? But even then, I feel like I have a more intimidating aura than just a meek girl like Mew here. That guy.
それは。やめてください。
Bastard. Damn it. But I can't mess up like last time. What can I do? I hurriedly took out my cell phone and after doing some preparations, I walked up to the frivolously smiling men. Excuse me. Did I call the police? Oh, maybe I have my, voice recorder on.
堂本くん。
Could you let go of her? She obviously doesn't like it. Of course I've got a problem. She's my girlfriend.
かの。
While yelling, he grabbed my collar tightly. Ugh. No. Calm down. I won't let things go the same way as last time. Oh, are you sure you should be doing that? I mean, I've already called someone. I flicked on my cell phone and showed them the screen. On it was the emergency number 110 in big font. That's Japanese equivalent for 911, I think. If you hit me, it'll be pretty much over for you guys. So, are you sure? The men quickly left the area, their faces pale with fear. What weirdos. They left. I was worried there for a second. Oh, not good. I was so nervous that my heart is thumping like crazy.
堂本くん。
Did you see their faces? Like, I'd call the police over someone trying to pick up a girl. I thought I could make sure things didn't end up like last time, but it's no good. How pathetic. My legs are still shaking.
ごめんなさい。私のせいで。
I mean, I don't know what else you could have done there, even if you were someone like me who's physically fit. I'm not one to actually... Well... I guess, when you're physically fit, you can try to intimidate them, right? I feel like, unless people actually have a weapon, I can probably take most people on. One-on-one. Even 3-on-1, most likely. Well... I wouldn't want it to come to that, of course, though. With a face on the verge of tears, Miyu took my hand. Hey, there's no reason for you to be sorry. Come on, don't cry. I'm perfectly fine. I actually feel bad for letting you see something so pathetic.
全然。むしろ、かっこよかったよ。
Was I cool? I was basically just acting out the kind of cliche scene you'd see in a shoujo manga.
そんなことないよ。かっこいい主人公の方だったよ。
Chujinko is main character, I believe, protagonist. Hearing her say that with a smile made my back feel kind of itchy. What? Make your back kind of itchy? What sort of feeling is that? Well, I'm glad nothing happened. Oh, is your hand alright? And what about your pocket watch?
堂本くんのおかげで大丈夫。ごめんなさい。
You know, it's not a pocket watch, but in Yakuza 0, the main love interest for Majima actually had a broken wristwatch. And it's so sweet that, you know, at the end the wristwatch was actually fixed and he gave it back to her. Or it's not at the end of Zero, I think it was at the end of Kiwami 2. I think. Or it could be at Zero, I forgot, man, but man, I really like Yakuza. At least old Yakuza. The newer Yakuzas I don't really like. Good, as long as you're okay.
ごめんね。
Miu, you haven't really done anything to apologize for, you know?
ごめん。
Jeez. How about this? Right, instead of saying sorry with such a sad face, being thankful while wearing a big smile would feel better for both parties. Come on, at a time like this, you should just smile. This is so cliched. You're so cliched, Takaya.
ごめん。
I wonder what the first story that says this stuff is. Because I've seen lots of iterations of stories that always says this to the females. Not just the females, I guess. Sometimes the guys too.
ありがとう。
Yeah, like instead of saying sorry, you should just be thankful to us. Yeah, you're welcome.
ありがとう。ありがとう。
Miu took my hand and held it tightly to her chest. My heart couldn't help but skip after seeing her embarrassed red face. Is that pocket watch important to you? That guy said it was broken.
そのこれお母さんにもらったもので。
I see. Her mother. Oh, it's a very beautiful pocket watch. You must have been taking good care of it, since it doesn't have any scratches.
大事な懐中時計なの。
My watch is almost at the end of its life. Maybe I'll get one like yours.
堂本くんは普通の腕時計の方が合ってると思うよ。
You think? I mean, a sophisticated man with a mustache would totally carry one of these though, right?
堂本くんは合わなそうだよ。
That's not true. Yeah. Before we noticed, the people around us were staring in our direction in a heartwarming manner. Hey, let's take a few steps back.
そうだね。
Miu and I let go of our hands and took some distance from one another. My face feels kind of hot. I said I was her boyfriend a while ago, but now it's coming back to bite me.
たっくん、みゆちゃん、お待たせ。
You, you're so late. Oh, you was here on time.
ゆうちゃん。何かあったの？二人とも顔真っ赤だけど。
No, nothing really. I mean, today's pretty hot, right? That's probably why.
全然暑くないけど。
You think? More importantly, isn't Miu's pocket watch pretty?
懐中時計？あ、ほんと、かわいい。
Kaichu Doke.
みゆちゃん似合ってるよ。ありがとう。
Still, he told me not to be late, but in the end, you're the one who got here last.
もう遅かったなじゃないよ。たっくんと一緒に行こうと思って家の前で待ってたのに、先行ったってたっくんのお母さんが言ってたんだよ。それで急いできたんだよ。
Oh, is that so? Sorry. I mean, we said we'd meet up here, right?
そうだけど、でもこんなに早く行くことないじゃないの。もうたっくんひどいんだから。
It's true, she is my neighbor after all. Well, I don't know if she's my neighbor, but her house shouldn't be that far off. But was there really any point in going together? If I was late, you'd get a parfait, right? Oh, did you guys see that? You guys see my friend list popping up.
言われてみれば
Guess I should disable
すっかり
those.
忘れてたよ
How do I disable those anyway? I'll figure it out at some point. And there's my friend playing Slay the Spire too, damn it.
食べ損なっちゃったね
Too bad. Alright, let's get going. I really don't want to stay here.
なんで痛くないの
No. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's go. I think the reason why you guys are seeing my friend list and stuff is because usually on my normal PC, I have those disabled, but since I don't disable it here, it pops and you guys can see it. Like I said though, I don't even know how I disable it. It's been so long since I did any of that bullshit. As of running away, we all headed to the commercial district. Now, where do you want to go? Griffin and Nobles, right?
グリ本堂さんは最後にしようよたっくんとみゆちゃん本に夢中になって時間過ぎちゃうもんそうだねついつい
Yeah, if I were at a place that I really like, I could definitely spend a lot of time there. Like if you take me to a bicycle shop, I can probably just be there for a good hour, an hour and a half. Even though I'm just window shopping or just talking to the technician there.
今日はあっちに行ってみようよほらほら可愛い木の人形が塔のてっぺんで踊ってるよ
And right when Yua was leading us along,
あ昨日の牛お姉さんこんにちは
oh, I think this is how we got the kitty to calm down. I think she drank like milk or whatever, or it. But I believe there was like milk that make you shrink and milk that make you big, just like in Alice in Wonderland. Whoa, there's an extremely large dog behind the cowgirl. The dog then turned back to normal after eating the old man's head. Wait, did that cowgirl give her milk away again? Oh, it's actually eating the guy's head, okay. Milk, huh? Now that I think about it, typo, she doesn't wear a lot of clothes. To make matters worse, she's as big as a cow, so it seems like they might spill out of her top at any moment. Wait, just what am I looking at? No. Have to be sound of mind.
どこを見てるんだいタカよ
Whoa! I?
なるほど君は大きい方がいいのか
Man, yours are insanely big. Looks weird, not gonna lie. Probably the reason why I don't like the art for this game is the big bazookas, the honkadonks, whatever. What? What are you talking about?
ほら大きさなら私も負けてないよじっくり見てみるかい
True, I've always thought they were big, but looking closely, they really are sizable. No, wait. Enough about boobs. I don't really get Japanese fixation with big boobs. Or I guess not even Japanese, a lot of people's fixation with big boobs. Maybe it's because a lot of people just don't exercise. But I prefer slender physique like Miyu's here, for sure. Miyu, what's wrong?
なんでもないよもしかしてタカヤを見て男の人はやっぱりみんな大きい胸好きなんだな小さい胸は好きじゃないんだなって気にしたんじゃないのかい
No, wait! That's not it at all! That's not it at all, I'm telling you!
私も違うよ男の人はやっぱりみんな胸大きいのがいいのかなって気にしてなんかいないよ
Are you worried about that, Miyu?
気
You've got it wrong, Miu. I'm not saying that big boobs are better. So just calm down for now, okay? Your ears are showing, you know.
じゃあ胸が大きいのは嫌なのかい？
Probably do. Huh? No, that's not exactly it.
そっか、嫌なんだ。
Even you, Yua? I don't hate them. I don't hate them when they're big, yeah.
私気にしてないよ。本当だよ。
So dumb. Ah, I'm not saying that it's no good if they're not big either. You're not that small, Miu. Wait, what am I saying?
胸の話ばっかりして。たっくんエッチ。
Yeah, true enough. Hey, you're the one who brought the conversation down this road, But you were the one that was thinking it, Takaya.
高谷が牛のお姉さんの胸を興味津々に見ていたからさ。
Very true. You was staring at me in disgust. I staring at me in amusement as well. More importantly, let's hurry up and get going. That wooden puppet store from before is... Oh, over there. Let's go.
高谷をいじるのは面白いな。眠いから私は執事の雑貨店で一眠りしてくるよ。バイバイ、愛ちゃん。
You arrive at a store selling plenty of marionettes, and the old man who is the owner nimbly controlled all their movements. Also, the thing that stood out the most here was the not-for-sale doll whose nose grew every time someone told it a lie. Okay, someone told it a lie, huh? I guess, it's a reference to Pinocchio. Do people even know about Pinocchio anymore? Kids nowadays don't grow up the same as, you know, how it was in my generation. Yua got carried away and told lies like Yamane-sensei can do a frog stand, or Miu-chan turned into a kangaroo, which made the doll's nose grow until it crossed the street and entered the store on the other side, causing the customers there to faint. Did we go to the library? Are we gonna go now? Yua, you were really engrossed in the marionettes.
でもミルちゃんだってね。ロシアの兵隊のお人形さ、ぴょこぴょこコサックダンス踊ってて可愛かった。
You know, I find it sad that this game lacks a lot of CG when we go to those places and stuff. I guess they were prioritizing the 8 scenes in this game because I believe some of the 8 scenes in the game are actually animated in this game. Like a child, Miu couldn't take her eyes off the dolls and had a hard time leaving. Now, it's already dusk, so let's leave Griffin Nobles for another time. Okay, so I guess we're not going to the library.
楽しいとすぐ時間が過ぎちゃうよね。
Hey, we have plenty of time to spare, so don't look so down.
そうだよね。明日も明後日もずっと楽しいこと待ってるんだから焦らなくてもいいよね。
Usually when people say that, something bad's gonna happen.
そうだね。じゃあね、たっくん、みゆちゃん、また明日。
Yeah, see you tomorrow. I headed home after parting with you and Miu. We have plenty of time, huh? On the way home, I reflected on my own words. Is that really true? And so, my doubt began to fester. Just how much time is plenty? A few years? A few decades? A lifetime? Or maybe it's not even that long. It could be, in fact, the opposite. No, let's stop thinking about this. When I was a child, I didn't hold any doubts about how long my fun days would continue. But I realized that such a naive way of thinking was a mistake. Yeah, I feel like we're confined in like a hospital bed and then we died or something. that is still my, you know, my, what's the word? My theory about what's going on in this world. Because, you know, the things that are happening in the world is not possible. I should just think about the present for now. I shouldn't think about anything unnecessary. And thanks to those thoughts, I began to feel afraid of enjoying the present. I shook my head as if to disperse those thoughts and walked through the entranceway of my house. The next day, in the classroom...
ねえねえ、たっくん、今日の放課後、探検に行こうよ。
You know, talking about time, Takaya, I always thought a decade is long, but it's actually almost been a decade ever since I first started streaming. I first started streaming back all the way in 2017, I think like midway, and right now it's 2026. So in a year, it's been 10 years since I started streaming. That's crazy. Oh, today too?
昨日はあんまり収穫なかったからね。
おや、探検とは何の話だい？
何の話だい？街には面白いものがいっぱいあるから探検に行こうって話だよ。
なるほど。実は僕も街に繰り出して面白いものを購入したんだよ。
Saying that, Adam pulled out what looked to be a regular rose.
これをポケットに入れて叩くと増えるんだよ。美という言葉が服を着て歩いているような僕にふさわしいアイテムじゃないか。
Whatever, dude. Yeah.
じゃあ早速やってみよう。はい。ポケットを叩くとバラが2つ。
もう一つ叩くとバラが4つ。
Ignoring the Toido siblings, who continued to dance and tap their pockets, I began to prepare for first period.
うわー、増えすぎた。助けて。
お兄ちゃんが菊人形じゃなくてバラ人形みたいになっちゃった。
Kikyu Ningyo? That's supposed to be daisies? Afterwards, the large pile of roses ended up being displayed on our class's veranda, and they became famously known among the students as the Adam Roses. Okay, that's a way to skip the first period. Soon after, morning classes were over, and it became time for lunch. It had become time for lunch.
7にエース3つにスペードの3、4、5で上がり。
What are we playing? I still had a 7 too.
たっくんが最下位だね。それじゃあジュース買ってきて。
Was it old maid or whatever? Okay.
お願いします。
After losing a game of 7 Bridge, I actually don't know that game, I headed to the courtyard to buy drinks to go with our lunch. Yua wanted a banana shake, and Miu wanted vegetable juice. Alright, there we go. I bought 3 people's worth of drinks from the vending machine, but right as I tried to return to the classroom...
よしよし、今ミルクあげるからね。
Is this Kokoro? I suddenly heard a cat's meow in someone's voice. That voice. It sounds familiar. Who is it? I headed towards the back of the school building to where the voice was coming from. I think it came from over here.
美味しそうに飲んでるわね。
There I saw. What the hell? She got her own CG for this? That's bullshit. What about the other girls? Huh? Kokoro? Kokoro was squatting next to a cat and giving it milk.
あなた一人なの？ 私と同じなのね。
She's talking to a cat. To my eyes, Kokoro's expression seems somehow lonely.
私にはいるも兵隊たちもいるし、学園のみんなも私のこと慕ってくれてるけど。
Maybe it's because you're never honest with yourself and that's why you're lonely.
でもお友達がいないの。
Friends?
体育祭開いたらみんなと仲良くなれるってヒルが言ってたのに。
Is that the reason why she suddenly demanded we take part in that? We take part in that? But why a sports festival of all things?
私もみんなに友達になってもらいたくてそう言ってるんだけど、でもうまくいかなくて。
Did she ever say anything about becoming friends?
ねえ猫ちゃん、どうすれば私お友達作ることできるのかしら。ってあなたに聞いてもわからないわよね。あ、飲み終わったわね。美味しかった？
Sorry, Kokoro. Whatever the game is trying to show me, I just don't feel it. Sorry, the reason why you're so lonely is because of your own, like personality. It's because you can't be honest with yourself, so I don't feel sorry for you at all. Kokoro heartwarmingly looked at the satisfied cat as she cleaned up the plate of milk. And then...
ほら
The cat began to lick Kokoro's hand as though it wanted to be spoiled by her.
ほらやめなさ。
Looks like Kokoro's ticklish. I'm surprised she could make that sort of expression. She always had such a strict presence that I could never imagine it. Well, I guess it makes sense. She's the same age as us after all. Wanting to watch a bit longer, I leaned forward. What, did I break a twig? Oops. I stepped on a twig that fell on the ground.
タカヤ。
So... Why are you talking with a cat? Is what I was about to ask, but the words didn't come out. Perhaps she was just embarrassed that I saw her, but Kokoro stayed silent with a slight blush on her face. The silence awkwardly continued. Anyway, I have to break the ice. That cat, is it the one from the sports festival 2 days ago?
ええ
Are you keeping it at school?
ええ。
Really? It's great that someone is taking care of it.
うん。
Crap, this is going nowhere. I'll have to try a different topic. That reminds me, you were smiling just now, weren't you? As soon as I said that, Kokoro's eyes opened up wide, and she turned away from me.
見てたの？
Yeah.
いつから？
Starting from a little before that happened. Kokoro's face turned so red that steam was practically pouring out of her ears.
私、猫ちゃんに話しかけてなんかいないもん。勘違いしないで。
After Kokoro mispronounced and stirred up a storm, she ran off while still holding the cat. Hey, wait! She's gone. Oh well. You and me were waiting for me, so I should head back to the classroom. Yeah, I don't really care too much about Kokoro, to be honest. Like, look at that. Are you serious?
たっくん遅い。もうお腹ペコペコだよ。
I took the effort to break the ice and that's what that's what her response was? Sorry, I ran into a little trouble.
おかえりなさい。 どうもとくん。
Yeah, it's good to be back, Mio.
よかった。何か事件に巻き込まれて怪我してないか心配で。
She was that worried? Well, I guess with our school the way it is now, there's no telling what might happen. Anyway, I'm starving too. Let's hurry up and eat.
いただきまーす。
That night, I thought we were gonna go somewhere today. Huh? Who could it be at this hour? Looking at the entranceway from the window, I could see... Yua? Coming!
たっくん、こんばんは。
What brings you here so late at night?
さっきニュースで言ってたんだけど、今日の星空はすごく綺麗なんだって。だから久しぶりに夜のピクニックに行こうよ。
Sure. A picnic, huh? You sure have a lot of energy even though we just went exploring a little while ago. Although I guess we did go, but they kind of skipped the story.
ほら見て見て、たっくんの大好物いっぱい用意したんだよ。
Yua happily opened up her basket. Ooh. Fried eggs, star-shaped cheese cuts, and rabbit-shaped apple slices. Cheese cuts? I'm not the biggest fan of cheese as is. I like cheese with other stuff, but just cheese is a bit too strong for me. Apple slices are okay. Fried eggs is fine. Where's my meat? Do I not like meat?
ねえねえ、いいでしょ。行こうよ。ピクニック、ピクニック。
Answer right away. I mean, of course I'll still go. But where's my meat, Yua? Okay, things really have been hectic lately, so it might be nice to go on a picnic. Let's try picking up Mio along the way too.
やったー。じゃあ行こう行こう。
I don't know how to get to Yua's route, by the way, but if she is offering something, I'm probably just gonna say yes. Most likely. In short order, Yua and I left for Starfall Hill. We passed by Mio's house on the way, but her lights were off and it looked like she was already asleep. So we decided to go straight for the top of the hill.
到着。
Having made it to the top of the hill, Yua went over to the place with the best view and cheerfully sat down.
たっくんたっくん、今日は一段と星空が綺麗だよ。
Is there gonna be more shooting stars? They don't seem any more special or beautiful than usual.
そんなことないよ。ほら、ポテト座もフライパン座も冬の星座なのに今日はみんなよく見えるもん。
Yeah, I don't see those, whatever they are. Ah, the ones over by the mountain ridge, right?
そうそう。
And that's the Frisbee constellation. That's the Strawberry constellation. And that's the Shortcake constellation, right?
たっくんちゃんと覚えてるんだ。
That's pretty sweet of him, even though she's saying nonsense. The story of the potato constellation was that there were kids crying about being hungry, and then a ton of potatoes came rolling down the mountain, if I'm remembering it right. And then the frying pan constellation was...
そうそう。覚えててくれて嬉しいな。
Actually, I'd forgotten until just recently. But once I looked at the stars from my house, all of the stories that Yua made up came rushing back to me. Even though I wasn't really interested in them up until now, was I able to remember them because of my currently noisy and dreamlike life? I don't know.
シュッと。
Maybe it's because you actually like her in this route or something, and then you suddenly just remember things that she started telling you about. Yua suddenly stood up on the spot.
今日はね、4つ星座を教えてあげる。タワー座に、キャンディー座に、ステッキ座に、天使座。
You know, if I was in Takaya's shoes, if she was just spouting bullshit, I probably wouldn't remember. Especially considering there's so many of them. I would remember a couple, but I wouldn't remember a lot of them. Yua opened her arms wide in a big gesture as she began to speak. Oh, are they gonna skip it? Okay.
昔々、毎日お空からキャンディーが降ってくる村がありました。みんなキャンディーを食べて、おいしいおいしいと幸せに笑っていましたが、ある一人の女の子だけは、そのキャンディーが大嫌いでした。
Her fluttering black hair sparkled and shone as it was dyed in the moonlight. Yua? I couldn't help but think that it was as though Yua's hair had become the starry sky itself.
ある日彼女はどんな願い事でも一つだけ叶うという魔法のステッキを手に入れます。キャンディーの嫌いな彼女はキャンディーの雨を止めてしまおうと雲より高く伸びる塔に登っていきました。
Is she talking about herself? Stars full of stories that were packed with dreams were spread out across the sky above. The light from the stars and the light from Yua's hair blended together, and were soon one and the same. It made me believe that Yua had become our universe itself.
そして塔のてっぺんに登ったところで彼女は見ました。かわいい羽の生えた天使がたくさんのキャンディーを降らせているところを。
She got the... She found a magic wand that would grant her any wish. In order to stop the rain of candy, the candy-hitting girl climbed a tower that went higher than the clouds. Why would she do that when she can just use the wish with the magic wand? So weird. Why did you climb?
みんなが笑顔になってるのを見て幸せそうにしている天使に彼女もやっぱり笑顔になって、そしてステッキに祈ります。私もキャンディーが好きになりますようにって。
Stars will never make your wishes come true. But if instead Yua had become the universe, would the stars be able to grant my wish?
そうして塔を降りた彼女は甘いキャンディーを食べて幸せに暮らしました。終わり。あれ？どうしたのたっくん？ぽーっとしちゃって。
Yeah, I guess technically I wasn't really listening to what the hell she was saying, huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Seriously, what am I thinking about?
一気に話したら喉乾いちゃった。ねえねえ、お弁当食べながらレモネード飲もう。お母さんに教えてもらったんだ。
Sure. Seems to me like this is going to be quite the feast. And so, just like before, with the nighttime wind carrying the scent of grass tickling my skin, I ate Yua's homemade cooking. Even though the stars seemed like they might fall to the surface at any moment, in the end, none of them fell down that day. But in exchange, the lights of the town where so many stars fell shone just as brightly as the stars themselves, and they were filled to the brim with fantastical stories that wouldn't pale in comparison to the ones in the starry sky. Really?
今夜は
The
楽し
lights
か
of
った
the
ね。
town?
たっくん。じゃあ、また明日。
The lights of the town aren't that pretty. Yeah. See you tomorrow. BGM? The fuck? The hell?
ココロ様、今日はドラマを見ていらっしゃるのですか？
Why are you wearing that dress? I think this is the first time I saw you in that dress.
ねえイル、男の子と女の子が火の周りで楽しそうに踊ってるわ。何かのお祭りなのかしら。
Is it Obon? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying some random Japanese festival at the top of my head.
見る限り、学園祭の最後のキャンプファイヤーのようです。
Oh, it's just a normal culture festival.
学園祭学園祭の最後は男女で踊るものなの？
少なくともこのドラマの学園ではそのようです。
へ
え。また心様がテレビに見入られていらっしゃる。なるほど。次はこれでいくか。心様、お話が。
何？ミル。
So stupid. Are we really gonna make a culture festival just because she likes that? The next day.
ねえねえ、たっくん、見て見て。
What's that? It looks like a colorful toy train.
土星の形した自動販売機に土星まで100円って書いてあったから100円入れてみたら出てきたんだ。土星
100
の
yen to
葉っぱって
Saturn.
どんな風になってるのかな？
I have no idea. But how are you going to get to Saturn when it's that small?
そう、このボタンを押してみればポチッ。汽車がお空に飛んでっちゃった。待って。
I get it. So only the train goes to Saturn for 100 yen. So stupid. You're just gonna think that that's normal? After that, we made it to school and homeroom began.
皆さん今日は皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。
Again? What is it now?
実はですね。
Unbeatable? I think that's actually a game my friend told me about. The thing is...
実はですよ。
I hate this chick so much. She's so useless.
はい。実は今日から3日後にですね。
3 days after.
学園祭を開くことになりました。学園祭？あ、学園祭。
Hearing what our teacher had to announce, all the students retorted at the same time, except Miu, who was one step behind them. Looking at the seat next to mine, I could see Kokoro turning her head and shooting glances at Iru, who was right next to her.
体育祭に続いて今度は学園祭だよ、たっくん。
Never mind you, everyone else has been so quick to go with the flow lately.
授業は？
Thank you, Miu. The voice of reason. Not like we are learning anything with our classes anyways, though.
どういたしまして？
Seeing Miu acting confused, I felt relieved that it wasn't just me who was on a different wavelength from everyone else.
では皆さん、1次元目は特別ホームルームになりました。皆さんでクラスの出し物を決めてください。
What attraction.
心様。
そうね。
We don't really have that when we have our school festival. Usually the festival is just, you know, like we're gonna be holding something at the gym, or not the gym, but you know, the field, and we would even invite artists and stuff, and we would get a lot of like companies to sponsor and pay for a lot of shit that's going on for our school festival. That's what happened at my school festival anyways. Not like I actually was at the school festival, because my first year I was doing like choir practice since I had to go to Vietnam for like a competition, a choir competition. Kokoro immediately went forward and took control of homeroom in a sleeping teacher's place.
それでは 学園祭まで時間がないことですし、大掛かりなことはできませんが、やりたい出し物がありましたら遠慮なく言ってください。
よーし、僕の美しさを伝えるための撮影会をしようじゃないか。花言葉が美青年のダンディズムの香りであるバラもベランダいっぱいにあるからね。ふふん。
それいいね、お兄ちゃん。ねえ、たっくん、バラの花言葉ってそうなの？
I don't know. No clue.
何かいい案はありますか？
無視しないでほしいな、リトルプリンセス。んぎゃー。
お兄ちゃん。
Ignoring Adam, who was blown away while making a pose he thought was cool, everyone started to propose the attractions they most wanted to do. I think a cafe is probably like the very normal thing that a class would usually do. This is probably gonna happen. Are they gonna change into maid outfits in this delusion sequence?
ご主人様、今日のケーキはオレンジシフォンケーキですよ。ごゆっくりお召し上がりください。
Ah, they're lazy fucks. They're not gonna do it, are they? Yep.
みんな。皆さん静かに。
Cora tried to calm the commotion down, but the waves created by the hot, passionate sea of boys knew no bounds. Just stupid. For that absolute territory. Zetai Ryoiki or something, right? Absolute territory. So dumb, man. What the? Preschooler cafe? What the fuck? And what the hell is Randocell? Randoseru? I feel like I should know what the hell that is. I think I probably read it in a doujin somewhere. But for the life of me, I can't figure it out what that is. Whoa, this is getting out of control.
みんな落ち着いてください。たっくんどうしよう。
I'd like Yua in a maid outfit, I guess. So stupid. These are my choices. So dumb. I'd like Yua in a maid outfit, I guess.
皆さん。
かしこまりました、心様。
Thanks to Ira's menacing rocket headbutt, the boy's uproar was suppressed.
さて、他に何か案はありますか？何かいいのないかな。ねえねえ、たっくんは何がいいと思う？
Nothing really comes to mind. I'm fine with anything.
そっか。みゆちゃんは？私？
Sorry about that, Miu.
本屋さんとかどうかな。読まなくなった本とか集めていろんな人に読んでもらったり。
I think it's gonna be difficult to find those books. For one. And for two, not many people actually like reading, sadly, Miu.
それいいね。
A bookstore? That's really good. So dumb.
よかったあらら残念だねみゆちゃんそれでは皆さん時間もありませんしとりあえず喫茶店でいいですか
では公平にこのクラスの最高責任者に決めてもらいましょう。
最高責任者先生
I thought it'd be her.
はい喫茶店のことですねじゃあ私が顧問をしてる茶道部の部室で和風喫茶なんてどうでしょう
So dumb. And so, thanks to Sensei's authority, question mark, our class decided to do a Japanese-style cafe for our attraction.
では出し物も決まったところでこのクラスの実行委員を決めます女子は私でいいとして男子はくじ引きで決めようと思いますいる
At Kokoro's word, Iru brought out a wooden box with a hole big enough to fit a hand inside.
この箱の中に赤い玉が1個入っている。それを引き当てたものが実行委員だ。では最初は
Yeah, this is rigged most likely.
神のルーレット栄えある一番乗りは僕だぐちゃちゃ
お兄ち
堂本孝也引け。
Huh? Why are you singling me out? Well, whatever. Without delay, I stuck my hand into the box and shuffled through the small balls inside. Which part of the box should I pick from? I have a feeling every ball I pick is gonna make me beat a... You know... Beat a representative. This one. And the one I picked was... Red. No, you're not gonna lie to me. This one. And the one I picked was... Red. So garbage. Thanks, game. The illusion of choice. This one. And the one I picked was... Red.
よし、堂本孝也を実行委員に任命する。くれぐれも心様の足を引っ張らぬよう。
Ugh, I hate you so much, Ira. Iru. Understood. Ugh, this is going to be annoying. Well, I guess I can't complain if it's a result of random chance. Sure.
よろしくお願いします。そのとか
Yeah, let's do this, Kokoro.
私と同じ業務に携わる栄誉ありがたく思いなさいよね
Yeah, for
不正はな
sure.
かった。
With that, Kokoro and I became the executive committee members for the class. After school, Kokoro and I immediately went to prepare at this tea ceremony club, which would be our venue. Oh, we're not using our class.
和風喫茶か楽しみだねそうだねゆあちゃん
Why did the two of you come along?
だってたっくんとこころちゃんだけだと大変でしょだから
True.
ありがとうございますそれではよろしくお願いします
I think I'll probably end the episode after I'm finished with this day, right here. We'll probably do
おまけが2人もついてくるとは計算外だった。
the school culture festival, like next episode, tomorrow.
こんにちはこんに ちは。あら、皆さんお揃いで。
おう、よく来たな。
こんにちは、兄貴。相変わらず兄貴はかっこかわいいね。
Not gonna lie, I do like his voice.
よせよ、耳がうずくぜ。
私がクラスの学園祭実行委員になりました。よろしく。
Yeah, me too.
なるほど、高谷先輩、今度は心先輩をお相手にあんなことやこんなことを。高谷先輩の女運は天井知らずですね。
God damn it, Midori, I do like you. If only you don't have those big jugs. What are you talking about?
あら、あんなことやこんなことというのは実行委員の仕事という意味ですよ。それとも何か別の意味を連想する心当たりでも？ねえ、イル、別の意味って。
Oh, she just tends to say stuff like that. You'd be better off not paying attention to her. With greetings out of the way, we immediately got down to business.
話は夢から大体聞いたぜ。俺にできることがあったら遠慮なく言ってくれ。
That's our Aniki. We'll be counting on you.
あれを見てくれ。脚立に大工道具、あと飾り付けに使えそうな材料に俺のおすすめの和スイーツのレシピも用意しておいた。ま、適当に使ってくれや。
準備万端。ありがとうございます。すごいな。ねえねえ兄貴、そんな可愛い体なのにどうやって用意できたの？
Magic.
僭越ながら僕もお手伝いさせてもらいました。
Okay, the explanation is a lot more normal than I thought. Huh. You did, Midori.
ああ、よそ様のクラスのために奉した。間取りもいいところあるじゃねえか。
意外ですか？まあ先輩方とは普段からお付き合いしている義理もありますし。
Really? You did all this for our class?
それに痩せても枯れても高谷ハーレムの一員ですから、この程度のご奉仕は当然です。
I wonder if there's a harem ending in this game. Ah! Thank you very much. Come on, let's hurry up and start preparing for the festival.
そうね。じゃあまず設営の計画と飾り付けの材料を選ぶところから始めましょう。いる？
God, you're so useless, Kokoro. It feels like she always knows what to do, but you always leave the decision to Iru.
かしこまりました。
I really dislike
心
her.
様。
Iru went over to where the materials were and inspected them carefully one by one.
そうか、わかった。
どう？いる？
はい、完成の青写真が今出来上がりました。
Ao Jashin. What? Already?
では早速動いてもらう。堂本孝也、この板を使って案内板を作れ。
Yeah, alright.
雪代美優は器用そうだからこれとこれを使って飾りを。作り方は教える。料理の心得があるアリス・ユアはメニュー内容の検討に参加してもらう。
What's Kokoro doing?
わかった。
We all began to work independently under Iru's command.
座席は手前にテーブルを設置して、奥に調理室と休憩室を配置。メニューを置く場所は
Iru's instructions were so precise that all we had to do was follow her word, and we could see the interior and exterior of the clubroom transform into our ideal venue little by little. Huh.
どうしたのですか？
No, I was just thinking that there's absolutely no need for me to give out any directions. I was thinking it during the sports festival too. But it's amazing how she can give out such precise instructions without any margin of error.
当然ですわ。私の作ったロボットですもの。
When I praised Iru, Kokoro smiled proudly as if I was praising her instead.
イルはお料理も上手なんですよ。猫ちゃんにあげる餌だってイルがいつも考えてくれてるし、私が夜眠れない時は添い寝して子守歌だって歌ってくれるんです。
You know, with how useless you are, Kokoro, I find it difficult to believe that you were the one that made her. Huh, is that so?
それに力だってあるし、足も速いし、空も飛べるし、とっても強いし、それにどうしたのかしら。私の顔そんなにじっと見て。
No, I was just thinking how happy you look when you're talking about Iru is all.
そんなことはどうでもいいです。とにかくイルは私の可愛いメイドロボットなんです。わかりましたか？
Yeah, I understand.
イル、私にできる仕事は何かないかしら。
は、しばらくお待ちを。ではアリス・ユアに雪代美優、この案内板を設置しに行くように。
イワちゃん行こ
う。俺とマドリとあとユメは外で茶飲んでるから、何かあったら呼んでくれや。
Most of our members disappeared, leaving only Kokoro, Iru, and me inside the room.
では心様、こちらの飾り付けをお願いします。
わかったわ。
I'll help.
いや、飾り付けは心様のような繊細な方がするべきだ。堂本孝也はあくまで手伝いに徹するように。
Kokoro climbed a step ladder and began decorating. It became my job to support the ladder from below.
上を見たらダメですからね。
Yeah, I know.
高谷と共同作業。ドキドキ。
The decorating continued as we moved little by little. The way Kokoro put up decorations was very princess-like, and that I could feel a heartfelt attentiveness to it. And that made me think she really was the most suitable person for the job. Do you like decorating? Setting up stuff is the most fun part of a culture festival. I don't think so. Enjoying the festival is the most fun part. The fuck?
違います。いえ、そうです。
Which is it?
さて、そろそろ。足をくじいて滑って転んでしまって脚立に引っかかってしまう。
So, I'm supposed to catch her when she falls down? Iru just bumped into the ladder. Whoa!
堂本孝也、心様をお守りするのだ。
Huh? Yeah, cut. Ah! So did I catch her? Kokoro fell off the ladder. Without missing a beat, I reached out with both of my arms. Whoa! Ah! Was she really that heavy that I wasn't able to, like, still stand after catching her? Thanks to the momentum from catching Kokoro, I fell back into the floor. Well, then again, that makes sense. No matter how light you are, there is still momentum and gravity. Ow! Are you alright, Kokoro? She turned red while in my arms. Hey, Kokoro, are you alright?
大丈夫です。あなたこそ大丈夫ですの？
Yeah, it was just a light fall.
そう、それは良かったです。これ、お姫様抱っこ。まるで高谷、私のない
Okay, I'm gonna put you down then. Can you stand? I gently put down the blushing Kokoro.
ココロ様、申し訳ございませんでした。
いいのよ。大丈夫だから。
堂本孝也、よくココロ様を守ってくれた。礼を言うぞ。
Yeah, after you give me an order that I can't refuse. Yeah, no need to thank me. More importantly, are you alright?
ん？大丈夫とは？
You bumped into the ladder. I mean, you twisted your foot, right? Let me see it.
構わんが。
I looked at Iru's foot, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. Doesn't look like anything's wrong. So let's go to the infirmary for now. Come on. Saying that, I turned my back to Iru to give her a piggyback ride. Hey, what's wrong? Hurry up. I guess I'm much kinder than she thought I was.
お前は純粋な男なのだな。
Huh? What are you talking about?
いや、私はアンドロイドだ。自己治癒機能が働いたのだろう。問題ない。
I wonder if there's an Iru only route that's separate from Kokoro. That would be interesting too if you think about it. If these two are not, like, you know, joined at the hip. I see. As long as you're alright. Now then, are you ready to continue, Kokoro?
なんだ今の私の反応は。
Man, I just got that riz, as the kids call it these days.
今日のお仕事終了
After the first day's work was finished, Miu and I headed home.
ココロちゃんって話してみると結構気立てのいい子だよね。ちょっと打ち解けたような気がするよ。
So we still got 2 more days of preparation, and then it's gonna be the culture festival. Or, sorry, school festival.
とても優しい方だったね。
She normally has this atmosphere that makes her seem hard to approach, but maybe she was just nervous after transferring schools.
ココロちゃんもみんなと仲良くなればきっと毎日楽しいよね。こんな楽しい学園の学園長さんなんだもん。
I'm sure Kokoro would be able to make friends right away without having to randomly start up festivals if she just acted naturally. I agree, she's just very dishonest. Wait, I guess I'm not one to talk. Well, we have more work tomorrow. Let's keep at it until the school festival. Are we gonna skip nighttime? Just like that, we continued to prepare for 3 days straight. Oh, they really skipped the next 2 days? Really? With Iru's instructions, the venue was being completed little by little, and was soon close to being finished. Okay, I guess we are gonna stop right here. Yeah, there we go. Finally, it was the day before the festival. But I'm actually not going to continue the episode. I'll be saving right here. So next episode, we're gonna continue off the school festival arc. And I have no idea what's gonna happen. Well, this is not the school festival yet. This is still, you know, T-1. I guess D-1, not T. But I'm getting to get into the groove of Let's Playing again. I feel like it's always nice to actually do this instead of just doing whatever the hell I was doing while I was on my bed and just browsing through like YouTube and playing Slay Aspire. Don't get me wrong, playing Slay Aspire and stuff is fun, but when you're just doing that every day, it does get weird, you know? When you're just going home and then you got nothing to do, so you just browse through Twitter, browse through YouTube. I really feel like this is what I want to do. Like, playing a visual novel, talking random shit along with the visual novel to you guys. This is just something that I enjoy. But I wasn't able to do this for the longest time because I was a lazy piece of shit. But alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. Nothing's uncensored yet, don't need to worry. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of censoring of this game until we get to an actual route. And also, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. Okay, I'm done guys. I'll see you back for more Amaterasu tomorrow. People on Patreon anyway. People on YouTube, see you in 2 days. Well, 2 to 3 days. See ya.